Thank you. Well, member for Kelowna Lake Country.
Mr. Speaker, after 8 years of this Liberal Prime Minister, Canadians are facing a generational cost of living crisis. According to the Financial Consumer Agency of Canada, Canadians are now facing the biggest financial challenges of their lives. And yet, these Liberals continue to double down on increasing carbon tax, which will occur again on April 1st. Conservatives will keep the heat on and take the tax off. Will the Prime Minister show some compassion and scrap the carbon tax?
The Honourable Minister of Natural Resources.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I think it's important in this House that we actually are not misleading Canadians. As the official opposition knows, 8 out of 10 Canadian families
The Honourable Minister from the top, please.
The opposition knows full well, even though they actually don't say it publicly, that 8 out of 10 Canadian families get more money back than they pay in the price on pollution. Certainly affordability is a critical issue, but so is climate change. And I would say it is enormously rich for a party that cannot even acknowledge the reality of climate change to be asking about the government's climate plan.
The Honourable Member for Kelowna Lake Country.
Well, Mr. Speaker, the Liberals do not have an environmental plan. They have a tax plan. And, you know, they are starting to sound like a broken record of broken promises and failed policies. The reality is that 38% of Canadians are near broke. Now, this is according to the federal government's own researchers. Just this morning, I met with some students from Burnaby's Simon Fraser Student Society who told me that students are missing meals because they can't afford to eat. So will the Prime Minister take responsibility for students who can't even afford to feed themselves, or will the Conservatives have to fix what he broke?
The Honourable Minister.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Certainly affordability issues are critically important for all Canadians. I think everybody in this House can agree on that. Certainly this government is taking steps to address affordability concerns across the board. But one of those, to be honest, Mr. Speaker, is a price on pollution, where 8 out of 10 Canadian families get more money back. It is an important policy to reduce emissions and fight climate change, but do so in a manner that promotes affordability. My goodness, it is time, it is far past time that the official opposition actually acknowledge the reality of climate change and put forward a plan that Canadians can look at.
Yes. The Honourable Member for Edmonton Mill.